Well, if you watch that windsock, it's swinging all over the place.
This may be an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Now we
got
go.
5 minutes till the tower opens, so we should be out of here before they open.
Cool.
If we're still in the airspace when they do the broadcast, you'll want to just tell them that you're exiting to the west.
Okay. Fox traffic, Turkey 993 Whiskey Papa is taking departing on runway 24, departure to the west. Fox traffic.
Alright, and then I would just not go on the runway quite just yet, and just give it a 5 count, make sure nobody replies.
Okay. Okay, airspeed's alive.
Keep your runway center line here. There you go, a little red
Fuel
pedal. We'll
pressure's
get you
good.
there.
I can feel the wind already. That's 55.
Put a right pedal. Keep you. There you go. Pitch for 80.
Yeah, I can feel that wind.
Yeah, right, Crossman. It's 10's probably a good number. It was sheltered over there, but maybe, but sheltered behind the hangar or something where we were.
And I'm not giving it nearly enough right rudder. Alright.
Well, you hit the crab now. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, well, we're a little slow too, so that's what it's probably helping me out. I pitch for 90 at this point.
Okay. And since we're over 5,000 feet, or 500 feet, we can go ahead and...
Yeah, why don't you pitch for 90?
Pitch for 90? Alright.
And we're already kind of parallel the road, so...
Alright.
Got a bump here up here this morning. Got a right turn that's happening.
Yeah, alright.
There we go.
Good. Alright. So I'll go fuel pump off.
Okay.
Attention all aircraft, this is Fox Tower. The time is 1400 Zulu. Fox Tower is now open. Class Delta services are now in effect. Information Foxtrot is current. Visual approach in use. Landing, departing runway 24. Any aircraft or vehicles within the Class Delta
Yeah, we're
airspace
actually
or
clear
other
now,
areas,
so.
please advise.
I don't want to say anything.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Alright.
just rode here. First rode in Antelope Acres as the visual line, and it's a little actually further to the west, so or further to the east.
Okay.
So we're
This is what we're passing right now, or the
yeah, the road
dirt
we're passing
road
right now.
Okay. Cool.
Because Antelope Acres is like this 1 mile, right? Section. So the east edge of Antelope Acres is my personal rule of thumb.
Alright.
So it's a little windier today than it has been in our flights.
Yep. Get some good experience with that.
So like in the turns, even if you're holding the nose exactly where it should be for a calm wind, you may or may not be in the right spot for the, if there's updrafts or downdrafts. So it's tough to keep the altitude in your scan as you go and make sure you're correcting for any off altitude changes.
Alright. Level off at 5,500 again?
Yep, that'll work.
Alright.
I don't know if that's real or not.
The amps?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does seem.
It is a little lower voltage than it has been. Maybe the generator is dying. Usually 14 something, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Check your videos. Maybe you see it in your video.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to see that in my video or not, but I'll try. My video was corrupted last week, which is a shame because I felt really good about that flight.
Yeah.
Oh well. Got a new GoPro coming in the mail though, so I'll have a little upgrade here.
Nice. You can use 5,000 actually if you want. That's fine.
Alright, we're just about there then.
Is that the odd altitude changes start above 3,000 feet AGL.
Okay.
So since we're 3,000 roughly for AGL here, 2,300, 2,500. So 55 is where you would want to start it anyway, but we don't need to go that high. But you notice that the faster we go, the bumpier it gets, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do a turn to the north. 9-degree turn to the north, clear to the right.
Alright.
That nose, there you go. Just about sunrise.
Oh, it's even greener today.
It does seem that way. Alright, and then we'll watch your altitude there. We'll set up for steep turns to begin with. If you want to set up for, get yourself trimmed out for a steep turn.
Yeah.
That's pretty good cruise attitude.
Okay.
Got a little bit of a climb going, I think, still, but not bad. Alright.
Okay.
And you let go and it all stays there. Cool.
Alright.
Alright, ready when you are.
Alright, we'll go to the left first.
Okay, we'll use northbound as our, well, not northbound there, northbound parallel to the road as our heading, if that works for you.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright, here we go. Clear to the left.
To your right. Your nose in the scan. Keep that nose from dropping. Got a little bit of its descent going. Not bad though, you good correction. It's looking real good.
Alright.
Yeah, very nice. Nice and stable. Nose isn't wandering all over the place as we go. Cool.
Probably not quite steep enough though, huh?
Yeah, that's what. Well, now we're not. Earlier you were on the right
kind of
mark.
shallowed out a little bit.
Alright, here comes the rollout. A little bit of a push, yeah, not too much. That was a little early, but go the opposite direction. Yeah, that's good right there. Get your altitude back. That nose pinned to the horizon.
For some reason I decided to push left rudder. Do not know why.
Yeah, keep that nose up.
Alright.
There you go. That's a good way to recover. Roll a little out and then bring it back up and then roll back into it. Yeah, I'll roll back into it. Yeah, I think your attitude indicator might be a little off again.
It is.
We're steeper than we were the first time for sure. That's alright. Here comes our heading. So start the roll out. Nice and easy, and then start the push as you get it there. Nice.
Alright. Well, I dropped more than 100 feet, but
just kind of indicator's a little jacked up. That's pretty good though. Stable through the first one, and then you pushed a little early on the recovery from the left turn. So that
I lost a lot of altitude in that.
And that's what I'm saying. The trend is you want to keep the trend, high, because it's very easy to lose a lot of altitude. But it's hard to get it back once you've lost it. So, if you would start at 5,000 and you were trending a little higher than 5,000 the first half, just leave it, because, there's a potential that you'll lose it on the second half.
I feel like we lost power.
Yeah. It seemed that way as well. That's only working against you, so. Yeah, that friction
lock. I don't know why. Or, maybe the friction lock is a little loose or something.
Yeah, so I usually use it as an on-off thing, freaking wrench that friction lock on there.
Alright.
And that way when you grab it and it's hard to move, you remember to unlock it.
Alright.
Cool. You want to try it again, or you want?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Alright.
Well, okay, now we're near my starting altitude, but... Alright.
Yeah, you're a little high now, too.
Yeah, but I was climbing while I was adjusting the power, so I got it.
Yeah, That's why if you keep your eye on the nose, then you know what's going on.
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna call it 5100, try to level out here.
Okay.
Nope, not leveling out.
Did you lock that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Try to get parallel these roads and somehow stay somewhere near 5100. Or keep climbing.
Yeah, it could be a turbulence thing. It is bumpier the further north we get.
Alright. Well, good thing we're heading north. Alright.
Why don't we try a 180 right now before you keep adjusting it, because it could just be mountain wave. The windmills aren't doing anything, so it's hard to tell what's going on. Yeah, it's pretty steep there. I was pushing 70 degrees turn at an angle of bank.
Alright.
Not really any reason ever to go more than 45.
Alright. Unless you're in an air show.
Yeah, we are not in an air show.
No, I guess not.
Nor do we have parachutes on.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay.
Keep our altitude here. You watch your nose, keep your nose at the altitude you want it to be, and then check your altitude.
Yep, alright. Yeah, I think I've been looking at the altimeter too much today.
That happens.
Alright.
So I know your nose high, so I know you're probably climbing or decelerating. Right?
Yeah.
So if you stick your nose where you want it, then you know you're good.
Yeah. That seems about right?
That looks pretty good.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna call 5200.
Okay.
Gonna trim just a bit here, and now we're gonna do it. Let's go left, right. Cleared on the left.
Yep, clear right. So that looks like a 45-degree line to the horizon.
Okay.
That way, if this thing is not telling you right, then you can use this as a reference.
Alright.
Got a downward trend going here, just a little bit more back pressure. There you go. Nice recovery. A little steeper. Yeah, that looks good right there.
Alright.
Watch that nose. Yep, good correction. Alright, trending high on the nose. That looks good. Comes the heading. Start the rollout, nice and gradual. More than that though. There you go. A little bit of a push, and then roll straight into the other direction. Cross check your altitude. Looks good. Hold that nose right there. Perfect bank angle. Yep. Trending down there. You caught it though. Good correction. Keep that nose up. You're trending low overall, so let's just try to keep it up for the rest of this turn. There you go. There you go. Now on the rollout, start the rollout. And then just don't push quite as hard and you'll get back to your altitude. It's a way to cheat at the end.
Alright.
Nice.
Okay.
And then just make sure that afterwards you don't end up like that.
Well, really high.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cool.
Okay.
That was pretty good. But intolerances the whole time.
Nice.
Alright, let's turn westbound and we'll do some stalls.
Okay.
Unless you want to do another one because you did so well.
No, I think we'll
Okay.
move on.
Quit while we're ahead.
That's right. Gotta know when to retire.
Alright, we'll do a approach stall first.
Okay.
And, yeah, you can talk through it.
Okay. So we'll go carpet on, throttle to idle.
The wide arc already, so
1 notch.
Yep.
2
notch
notch.
at 80. You can wait till 70 for the third, or you can go now. It doesn't really matter.
Alright, 3rd
You know, if
notch.
you use the speed that you would in the pattern, that's one way to do it. Yep,
Alright.
keep your heading. You're looking at that mountain out there, maybe. So horn. There's the drop. The wings are level. Don't pull back too much on the recovery. First notch flap, perfect.
Alright.
You're at 80 and you got a positive rate, perfect. Second notch flaps. Then I would usually wait to the 90 or so for the last notch. And just don't let your positive rate go away.
Okay.
Especially if there's wind, you got some downward.
So 68961 Foxtrot, runway 24, taxi
Go
via
ahead.
Alpha 7.
Nice, good positive rate. Yeah, it's really just about thinking about when you're retracting flaps and making sure that you're not going to.
It didn't want to get to 90 with a
exactly.
that one notch.
Well, that could have been because it was, you're getting blown down, so you keep trying to pull the nose up to climb. Anyway, that was all good. It was just a little bit aggressive on the push, and then again aggressive on the pull at the end, which got you that secondary stall.
Okay.
So yeah, just watch that pull. All right. You want to do another one?
Yeah, I'll do it again.
Okay.
All right.
Watch your heading there here as we go.
Kirby.
Yeah.
I'm at 70. I'll do the last notch.
All right.
Okay, there's the last notch.
That's a brake. Yep. Full power. Carpet off. First notch flaps.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that was awesome.
Cool.
Now we're waiting for that positive rate. 70 is a little slow. You're climbing for 80 or pushing for 80. All right, let's turn northbound and we'll do some departure stalls. Right. So once you reduce power, so we don't accelerate a bunch, because we're just gonna have to slow down again.
All right.
So the way I found it works for this is if you power to like 2,000 or lower, and then roll out, head northbound.
All right.
Yeah.
North.
Just so we're not flying into the sun.
Yep.
So if you set 2,000 or so, and then slow to like 70.
Okay.
What's your roll bank angle here?
Yeah, I'm trying to get more parallel to the roads.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, that works. And then slow to like 70. Just something lower. Right. Just reduce power because we're trying to slow down, and we're not necessarily trying to climb. And then once you hit 70, go full power, and then keep pulling the nose up until we get the brake.
Yeah. That doesn't want to slow down.
Yeah, right. There it is. Go full power. Remember, you're going to need a lot of right pedal as we go. Keep the nose coming up. You don't want to accelerate. If you're accelerating, you're not pulling hard enough.
All right.
Keep your...
No, I didn't go to the brake.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Keep your ball centered.
Ooh.
Well, let me demonstrate one for you. All right, here we are. Roll back to the northbound heading. There's 70. We'll go full power. Nose is coming up. Airspeed's bleeding. There we go. Keeping the ball centered. Waiting for the brake. Where's the brake? There it is. Roll off its brake. Let me reduce power. So you feel that big roll off?
Yeah.
That is effectively the same as a brake. Like.
Okay. Right.
On the departure stall, maybe it's better to use the horn as the indication.
Okay.
But
I try to go to the brake?
No, the brake. I mean, if you want to, that's fine. If you want to do it now, yeah, go ahead.
All right, here we go. Yeah.
Remember, you got to keep that ball centered. Otherwise, that roll off is really going to get you. Here it comes. Yeah, that was the roll off for sure.
Right.
So then the recovery is just drop the nose. You already got full power, and then it's all about just not getting that secondary stall.
All right.
Which the horn doesn't. The horn is like way above the actual stall.
So it's fine to hear the horn,
right?
But don't be way into that territory.
Right. And I'll have to double check the ACS, but it may not need to go all the way to the horn on the departure stalls. All the way to the brake. The horn might count. All right, that felt pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't feel good, but they're not supposed to feel good. Let's get descend for our field over there for our transbattle point.
Okay.
You got doing those departure stalls, gain just as much altitude, so you can go hard idle. All right, 200 feet to go. You can just bump the throttle, just make sure that it's still. You still got good power, yeah.
All right.
Before you need it, actually. And you remember this maneuver is basically flying at equidistance from the center of that circle, and maintain your altitude. So it's gonna take probably 23. You're there.
All right.
Yeah. So just watch your where we are. Make you start your turn here. We want to be at the center of that. Center of this square here. as you fly over point. That'll keep us, the equidistance.
So I'm probably a little wide right now.
That's alright. We can call this the entry to the procedure.
Alright.
And then you're probably a little overbanked right now. Because we're not quite to the center of the circle and you're already turning towards it, right?
Yeah.
So, reduce bank. Fly to the center of this square. Yeah. The wind is going to be different than it was last time, although it might be calm. But now you want to be on the center of this square with your ground track straight westbound.
Okay.
There you go, that's looking good. A little bit of a right pedal here. And then we want to be at the center of that square, so it looks like you're going to need more bank to get there, right?
Yep.
This is actually cheating because we should be referencing the center of the circle.
But we're referencing the squares around it.
Yeah. But the idea is that you can look out there and see the center of the circle and then verify that you're crossing, the same distance on each square. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Now, last time we did it, we had a wind out of the east. So, yeah, a little bit nose attitude there. Adjustment, good timing.
Fox Tower, Cessna 68961 at runway 24 to take off and remain in the
How's that look in terms of spacing?
I think we might be a little close now.
Yeah, because you can tell at the point of before you started rolling out, the point of the way, right, we were way close on that one. So that's good correction of roll wings level a little bit, and then fly up until you get to the right distance, and then roll back in. Yep. I got a bit of a descent going. That's why it's all, I don't know what you're looking at in here. You can cross-check your altitude, but really you should be looking at the circle and then your nose of your airplane.
Yep, alright.
Because the nose of the airplane is what's going to tell you where you're going.
Yep. I've been looking at the ball too much.
Oh, got it. Yeah, but this is looking good. So we must have a wind. I can't tell where the wind's coming from.
I can't either. Guess it got a lot calmer.
Yeah. Let's do one more circle.
Okay.
See if we can figure out where the wind's coming from. Based on the corrections you need to input. Yeah, I think you want just a hair nose up trim. Try that. Okay. Alright, good spacing there. You can see the center of the circle off the wingtip. That's a little overbanked, I think. If you can see the center of the circle and it's in front of your wingtip, and you're turning towards it, right? You're too tight of a turn.
Unless there's enough wind that it justifies that. But.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we end up a little tight on this side all the time. I think just a hair though.
Maybe we actually have a wind going that way?
Could be.
Or, I'm just flying like a crazy person. The other possibility.
That time around it was pretty smooth. So this is a good spacing here. So let's go a little tighter on this side. Let's assume we have a wind from the south, like you're saying.
Okay.
And so get us through this next quadrant on the turn. That's starting to be a little overbanked. And yeah, that's looking pretty good now. Yeah, coming through the center. Alright, now we need to be a little more banked, it looks like, which would be consistent with the turning upwind. I mean, turning downwind. I always do that backwards when I'm thinking about it. Yeah, we're a little tight too, so. That's good spacing there. We're a little overbanked. Just because we are always tight on this upwind, or this southern square.
Okay.
Yeah, that's looking better. Yeah, it's pretty calm wind. It might be nothing. hard when your altitude indicator doesn't necessarily give you the accurate bank angles.
Downwind 24 for touch and go.
So 68961 Fox Tower, runway 24.
Nice.
Clear touch and go.
Alright, at the end of this circle, we'll start the S turns along the road. So let's finish the 180-degree turn.
Okay.
And then we'll just, when we're westbound, we'll just whirl wings level, fly over to the road, and start S turns along the road.
Okay.
Keep the turn in, yep.
Noticed a climb and I got distracted and stopped turning.
That's what it's all about, man. Division of attention. Alright, so here's the road that those cars are on is the road we'll use.
Okay.
So we'll roll wings level, we'll cross the road westbound, wings level for this wind condition probably.
Alright.
And then we'll start a 180-degree turn left, yeah.
Alright.
And then the goal is to cross the road the other direction with your ground track perpendicular to the road. In a no wind condition, that would be wings parallel to the road. Yeah, if you're climbing, do what you need to do.
And I'm going to call 3900 our new target altitude.
That works. So there's crossing the road, so go ahead and roll into the left turn. And you're maintaining coordination, and that's a good bank angle probably. And the goal is to make a semicircle, and then make a matching semicircle in the other direction.
Okay.
So if you notice how far from the road we get, the goal will be to duplicate that in the other direction.
Okay.
Watching your nose, it looks like you're trending up. So you want to push a little bit, right? And your VSI is starting to indicate up. So just watch the nose and you'll be able to see that. This looks like it might work out. Tighten up the bank here at the end just to make sure we a little bit of a cheater, but not bad. Alright, then we roll straight into the right turn as we cross the road. You want to be a little quicker on the bank probably, just because, you know, it can, depending on the wind, you may or may not need to be quicker on the roll.
Okay.
That looks pretty good. Nose attitude's just slightly high. What are you looking in here for?
I don't know.
Look at the road. And the nose. Alright, looks like we're going to be a little, halfway through the turn, yep. So we're probably going to want to tighter on the second half.
Okay.
Keep your eye on the nose out there. This is looking good though. Yeah, nice.
Should we just keep
pressing? Just keep going, yep.
Alright.
Awesome. And then, as you go, you can see how different rates of bank angles change the shape of the arc. Up through the second half. Pretty close. A little.
Wasn't quite perpendicular there.
So in order to correct, you could delay a little bit on the roll in. Just because, if we didn't start perpendicular, you are cutting into your turn, and you end up not making a far enough radius, right? Yeah, so that was like a squished circle, because we started already turned toward the circle.
Okay.
That's right. You can bank a little steeper here at the end.
Oh.
Bring it around to...
The wind decided I needed to bank even steeper than I was planning. So.
It worked out perfectly.
Alright, it was helping me out.
Yeah. This is looking good. Keep that bank angle. A little too steep. Yeah, so we're not going to get far enough downwind, or far enough away from it. And then you end up having to go steeper to finish the turn up. Yeah, and then you end up in a steep turn, and that's not really what you want, unless it's like crazy wind that's driving you there. But we got there, you finished the turn. So let's do that again, just, not quite so steep on this last one.
Alright. We'll go a little shallower going out, so that
you have some room
get
to
far
maneuver.
enough away.
I like that. Good plan.
Alright.
And then, while you're doing this maneuver on the check ride, the guy will ask you about, if your motor quit right now, probably when you're over there, what would you do?
Right.
Yeah, there you go. You don't really want to pick Avenue D because of all the traffic.
Yep. Traffic and power lines right there.
Nice. Alright, that's S turns along the road. You generally got the gist of it, I think. Let's do one more left turn, and then we'll head back towards the airport.
Okay.
Fox Tower, Cessna 68961, downwind for touch and go.
Cessna 68961, runway 24, clear.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
961 is clear.
A little steep here at the halfway point, but yeah, because you're further away on your right turn side than you were on your left turn side.
Okay.
But not terrible. Not bad for a first example.
All right.
All right, let's use 4,500 for our flight altitude for the flight back.
Okay.
So climb to 45, and the airport is basically directly into the sun right now.
All right.
Unfortunately. So you can hold this heading. This will work for a little while. You're trying to climb 45. Might as well go full power.
All right.
Anytime you want to climb, you just go full power. In this airplane. Other airplanes, maybe you don't need it, but
Cessna 939 at uniform number 2, runway 24, clear touch and go.
Runway 24.
let's just make sure that nobody else training-wise is coming out here to run into us.
All right.
We got a big blind spot, so that's one of the flying towards an airport that's into the sun is like kind of airplanes are coming from the airport, so
So I should just go
that's what I was thinking. Go a little left. That way, at least you present a broader target to anybody who's coming towards you. So maybe somebody will see somebody.
All right.
But I've had 3 near misses near air to air, and they've all been at sun, low sun angle near an airport. Well, 2 of the 3 were. The third one was just a busy airport.
Yeah.
There's 45. Nice job on your altitude. You can work on ATIS.
All right.
Should probably still be Foxtrot.
Fox Tower, information Foxtrot, 1350 Zulu. Wind 270 at Niner. Visibility 10. Sky conditions clear. Temperature Niner, dew point -2, altimeters 3022. Visual approach in use, landing, departing runway 24.
Cool, still
Okay.
Foxtrot.
Alright.
Alright, I got a good view of the runway now, so we could probably turn towards it.
I don't.
Well, it's through a dirty ass window, but
Alright.
best we can do for now.
Okay.
And we could, we're closer to the Poppy Reserve, so you can just tell them we're at Poppy Reserve.
Okay. Alright, so I'll say Fox Tower, Turkey, 903 Whiskey Papa at the Poppy Reserve, 4,500 with Foxtrot to land.
Yep, perfect.
Alright. Fox Tower, Cherokee 903 Whiskey Papa is at the Poppy Reserve, 4,500 with Foxtrot to land.
Airport's to the right.
93 Whiskey Papa, Fox Tower, make right traffic report, Mitchell, right downwind, runway 24. Foxtrot, current altimeter 3023.
Report right down on 3 Whiskey Papa.
And 2-4. These
Alright.
guys won't make you repeat it, but
But I should
other
say 2-4.
airports will make you repeat it. Because if you don't say the right number, right runway, then they don't know that you know what they want you to do.
Alright.
Cessna 939 at uniform, preceding traffic reported coyote on the
Hey, can you
runway.
take it for a second? I'm gonna
Yeah,
get my
fire
sunglasses.
Copy.
Uniform. That sun is really killing me.
Coyote on the runway, he'll get out of your way.
Huh?
The airplane went around because there was a coyote on the runway.
Oh, really?
961, make left traffic.
That's an interesting one.
961 will make left traffic.
They have pretty good self-preservation techniques.
Okay, I can take
Your airplane.
my airplane.
I think you got a little nose up trim. You probably want to. I was holding it down to keep it there, but this is probably close enough. We can start our descent.
Alright.
And you can see the intersection that's right off our nose. There's a car at it right now. Or just coming out of it. It's up there.
Alright.
We can start the descent at 34. And so your radio call this time will be for a touch and go.
Touch and go?
If you want to do a touch and
Alright,
go.
I'll do it.
Alright.
Cessna 939 at uniform, follow the traffic, head into your left in the crosswalk.
I'll work the throttle for you if that works.
Copy.
Sure. That seemed to work better. Or
Yeah.
it worked pretty good last time. Give you a little bit more brain power.
Yep.
I'll just tell you. I'll just explain what I'm doing if I'm adjusting throttle,
Okay.
and I'll just take it on final. That way, you can keep it all the way around until we
Okay.
get final. Cool.
Cessna 68961, runway 24, cleared touch and go.
Yeah. So see the car that's driving.
Cessna 961 clear.
Right now.
Nope, sure don't.
If you keep this heading, we'll get there.
Okay, alright.
Must be under the
I
cow.
think I see it.
Yeah, the
I see a car approaching an intersection right now.
That's the intersection.
All right.
Fly over that intersection.
All right.
That gives us good spacing for the runway,
All
for
right.
the downwind leg, and then once we get there, if you aim at those lakes, not the evaporation ponds, the lakes,
Okay.
that'll give us a good heading for downwind.
All right. And someone else is doing touch and goes too, right?
Yeah, I think there are 2 airplanes doing touch and go.
All right.
Cherokee 9
Safer,
3 Whiskey Papa, extend your downwind. I'll call your base. You're going to be following traffic on the downwind, the second airplane on the downwind on the south side. Report the second Cessna inside if you see him.
We're looking. You'll call me down or my base. 3 Whiskey Papa.
Alright, watch your altitude.
Uniform number 2, runway 6. Correction, it's runway 24. Cleared for the option.
And
Copy on left downwind for runway 24, number 2, clear for the option.
yeah, you want a little bit left. Right, we want to parallel the runway.
All right.
Pretty much.
Cherokee 9-3 Whiskey
Calm
Papa,
up
traffic
here.
is just south of the tower on the south side.
You see it?
Not yet. Just say looking.
We're looking. 3 Whiskey Papa.
And there's your altitude. So since he's calling our base, just don't start the descent until he calls our turn. Just because we don't know how far out there he's going to take us, and we're 100 feet low.
All right.
So you're going to need to add power if you don't want to lose airspeed.
Yeah, we're climbing now.
Okay. We're a little tight. Why don't you cut to the left a little bit? It might have been a crosswind.
No, I wasn't aiming for those ponds either. So.
Well, normally it's the lakes that you aim for.
The lakes, yeah.
But I think a little left of that heading. Right.
Cherokee 3 Whiskey Papa, turn your base at the freeway. Report turning base.
Okay.
Just
At
say
the
base
freeway.
of the freeway, yeah.
Okay, base of the freeway. 3 Whiskey Papa. Should I advise them that I want to touch and go now as well?
Yeah, we can do it when you tell them we're turning base.
All right.
I think you want to cut harder too to the left.
Okay.
Still don't see that freaking Cessna.
I should turn my fuel pump on while I'm at.
Yeah, you can run your
fuel pump on. Carb heat on.
Insight. Jesus, why do you... So small. Can't see him.
Cherokee 3 Whiskey Papa, you can turn your base now. Traffic you're following is on a 1 mile.
You can say traffic in sight, turning base, touch and go.
Traffic in sight, turning base, and we'll make it a touch and go. 3 Whiskey Papa.
Cherokee 3 Whiskey Papa, roger. After that touch and go, follow that traffic, make right traffic, report midfield right downwind.
Follow the traffic, report midfield right downwind. 3 Whiskey Papa.
Alright, I got the traffic in sight still, so normally you want your first notch of flaps.
Right.
So
dang it, I forgot that.
yeah, make sure you're in the wide arc. You're looking for 90, you got too much power in now. And I'll do your throttle management from here.
I'll go ahead with the second notch of flaps.
Okay. That's all good because we got 3 miles.
Yeah, we got a nice long final now.
Fox Tower,
So you want to pitch for 70?
We'll be doing a right crosswind departure to the practice area.
Oh, nice. One less.
68961 on course is approved. See you when you come back. Leaving the Delta, frequency change approved.
Alright, so all I'm doing is adding power to... Actually, I'll keep power out until we get back on glide slope.
Alright.
Yeah, and you pitch for 70. I mean, out here you could go a little faster, but
It'd be good for me to figure out where 70 is.
alright, he's on the runway.
Oh, I see him now.
Yeah, no slower than 70 though. Alright. And you want to line up with the runway, align your heading.
Yeah, I feel like.
Yeah,
Alright,
we're flying to the right.
Okay.
There we go. And they're at 60, so no slower than 70. Lower that nose. Come on, man. 70.
Sorry.
70. Alright, we got it. So I think you have way too much nose up trim right now.
Okay.
70. I'm pushing against you as well, so.
Alright. Now I'm crabbing again. I should be
6939
slow down.
uniform, make right traffic, report midfield.
We're slowing again, so keep it at 70.
Yeah.
So see that pitch attitude? That's what I'm looking at.
Alright.
That's how I know when we slow down.
Alright.
Alright, there's our glide slope, so I'm adding power to stay on glide slope. And I'm watching those 2 bars to make sure that we don't overfly it. Alright, hold that 70, man. I'm pressing you on this.
Alright.
Nope, you're not doing it.
Oh, It's close. Alright.
Alright, and what's going on with the pedals?
Well, I was trying,
Yeah.
and I feel like we're crabbing a lot. I was trying to stay aligned with
There is a left crosswind, but that was a big slip.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. Nice. We're a little slow now, but that's alright because we're close to the runway. We're going to pull power to idle. Then we're just going to bring the nose to that pitch attitude and hold it right there.
Okay.
And there's the runway.
Alright.
It's a little high for power, but go ahead.
Carbeat on, flaps down.
Yep.
Full power.
Flaps up, yep.
Flaps down. The lever's down. Alright. 55 will rotate. Cool.
Yep. I'm going to get a little more nose down trim because I think that's what we need.
Okay.
Fox Tower,
So that airspeed management on final is pretty critical. That's why, like, you can be no slower than 70 is what I was saying.
Alright, so I should probably shoot for a little over 70 to just keep a safety buffer then.
Yeah. There's no reason to go that slow, so. Unless we're trying to do, like, a short field landing or something.
Uh-huh.
But there is a right crosswind, so, you know, the crab was fine, but, yeah, it looked like we were all the way out here on the ball, and it wasn't that much of a crosswind.
Alright. I felt like I was still, you know, not aligned longitudinally with the rudder, even with all that left pedal.
Well, yeah, there was a bunch of cross control, so, and we're, okay.
So you're going to turn crosswind?
Yeah.
Or?
The other one is you want to make sure you maintain that runway heading. And there's a crosswind, but we're 20 degrees off heading, yeah. Alright, go ahead and turn crosswind. 500 feet, yep, perfect. And see, that's the intersection?
Yep.
So we'll overfly that, and then since I think, yeah, there's definitely a crosswind from the north. So, you know, see how that intersection between the pond and the evaporation fields?
Uh-huh.
So if you keep the nose of the airplane a little left, maybe like directly at the evaporation ponds, that might work better.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the intersection, perfect spacing. Yeah, that gives you a distance to the runway. About halfway up your flap. Not quite to pattern altitude, so keep the power until we get to pattern altitude. And then just watch your nose, it's a little to the right. Yep, and then it's 21, it should give you 90. Yeah, that's looking good. We gotta find that airplane again. He's so small. And report downwind, and it'll be a full stop.
Okay. Fox Tower, Cherokee 9 Whiskey Papa is on downwind. This one will be a full stop.
Cherokee 93 Whiskey Pop, traffic short final. Number 2,
there it is.
runway 24, clear to land. That traffic is a stop and go.
We have them inside, clear to land 24 at Whiskey Papa.
Alright, so we're beam, go ahead and do your normal power reduction.
Alright.
And first notch flaps like you were going for it. So 18 is probably good.
Alright, first notch flaps.
This will give us a nice proper pattern. You can pitch for 80 to 90 as we transition to base. But we don't want to turn just yet.
Okay.
So we're looking at the runway for that 45-degree angle, right?
Alright, and that guy is down, but he's going to stop and go, so we need to give him a little extra
we should
space.
be fine.
Alright.
So you're looking for that 45-degree angle to start
Which we're at, right?
Yeah, that looks pretty good. So if you see this other intersection, that kind of lines us up with this intersection for the crosswind, or for the base leg. Alright, base, next notch flaps. And a little bit of right pedal to keep yourself coordinated.
Yeah.
And 80 on base will be good. A little less power because we are a little high. Don't want to turn in too early. That'll just make the being high problem worse.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, power to idle since we're pretty high again. And we'll turn to final, last notch flaps as we go. It's a little early on the turn, but you can ease out on the bank angle to help you out there. Alright, and then 70, no slower than 70. If you're not going to make it, you need more power. There you go. You want me to run power again?
I'll give it a go.
Okay. Yeah, shoot for 75, that way you won't scare me.
Alright.
Alright, we're right of course, or right of the runway, so bring us back to the center line. We can crab it for now.
Okay.
You know, and then just do the slip at the very end.
Alright.
That's too much right turn, though. Got too much power, too. You go with power to idle. So we are coming down pretty good, so that's nice. No slower than 70. Looking good. Yeah, you got
a little more power?
nice cross runway. Yeah, a little bit more power. Speed is good. Side slip's looking good now. Let's just hold that power. Then bring us back to the center line. Now you can start to feed in the crab.
Go.
Advanced landings. Alright,
Power
power
idle.
Yep. There's the initial round out, and then just hold it there. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I felt good about that one.
Yeah. That was mostly you,
Fox
too.
Tower, Cessna 9398 uniform.
I just helped with the over. You know, there's a tendency to over rotate the flare, which
Uniform runway 24.
if you give us a little bit of breaks, we can make A5.
Transponder appears inoperative. Cherokee 93 Whiskey Pop, taxi to parking via Alpha, remain this frequency.
Taxi Alpha, remain this frequency, 3 Whiskey Papa.
Nice, man. Good job.
Alright, thanks.
That was a pretty short landing, too.
Alright.